What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We're live streaming right now, and the new Duelist pack from the OCG has shown its cover as well as 6 cards from inside, and those people who invested in Gem Knights, they are sweating because the OCG name basically had a very similar theme to Gem Knights inside of both Master Duel and one of their cards. Well, so far it is a Signer Dragon on the cover, Power Tool achieving that next form, well, Live Stream Dragon. You can even see like the realistic crazy arm and the Duelist on front. Now do keep in mind, in the OCG these are still Duelist packs and not legendary Duelists anymore, where they have 3 Duelists instead of 5. The US has kept that marketing and put that Ghost Rare inside that the OCG's already getting, but they change up what it is. So there's a lot of comments over here on Twitter about people going Morphtronic Pogs, and also do think that there is a secret rare power tool that came out this week with that Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 that you might want to be grabbing. Well, you would think there would also be a power tool in here. Hopefully it doesn't get expensive again. And also, I hope Power Tool's not the next banned Signer Dragon. But we're here for the Amazoness. Wonder if this will become a art with the Death Parrots, we'll call them right here. I think they look like parrots. We have Pendulum Monsters, as well as Fusions. That's all I know. I haven't seen any card effects. We've been waiting live to see this. And the cover character for Duelist of Pyrozine, which is why people thought it was going to be Gem Knights, is Rua from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and an evolved form of Power Tool Dragon. We still don't know the third theme. It very well could be Gem Knights. We'll have to wait and see. It is noted in the official article that these cards are not My Valentine support, but are meant to be further support for Tyler Sister Style of Amazoness theme from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. Wow. They're being very specific with the Duelists they're targeting here, huh? These are not for My Valentine. Amazoness, Kaisaren. I guess Pendulums, Duel Link players, Amazoness being a deck there. Enough of that, let's get into the cards. Amazoness, Kaisaren is a Earth Warrior fusion effect, level 10, 3200/2800, one Amazoness fusion monster plus an Amazoness monster. So you have to already achieve a fusion to get up into this and go even further beyond. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can special summon an Amazoness monster from your deck directly. That's a little bit of payoff for using a fusion monster already as a fusion material. Your opponent cannot target other Amazoness monsters you control with card effects. Also, they can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects. But that's other. So it's not all Amazoness. Other. So this can still go. This card, fusion summoned using Amazoness Queen and or Empress as material, can make a second attack during each battle phase. Very disappointing for the amount of work you have to put in. The other fusion monster better be pretty good. My problem with this is it doesn't give itself armor. It does enable you to go further, but you've already gone so far to get here. Yes, any Amazoness from deck is good. And then 2 attacks with big monster. Like, we're talking about an archetype that really struggles at where it's at to get going. Amazoness King Liger is an Earth Beast fusion effect, so our little buddy grew up to be big and strong. Level 9, 2900, 2800, 1 level 5 or higher Amazoness monster plus 1 Amazoness monster, so you can still fuse from hand and all that. You don't have to commit those to the field necessarily. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Monsters your opponent control cannot attack monsters except this one. Magnet Armor. You can target 1 Amazoness card you control and 1 Warrior Amazoness monster in your graveyard. Destroy the first target, and if you do special the second target from the graveyard, this card can't attack the turn you summon. Yeah, death by snoo jokes like it's freaking college, like freaking 2008. Like guys, come on now. Futurama jokes that people can't resist reaching back into. So far, this archetype is pretty much feeling like it belongs in 2008, though. This just isn't that good. Yes, you can use a fusion substitute monster on the first one, now that I'm thinking about it. But, like, still doesn't make it the greatest. Like, okay, you set up, you need an Amazoness monster, you need a fusion substitute monster, you need to pop off with, like, the fusion deployment cards and stuff. You still get choked out and limited, and it's not that great so far. Amazoness Shaman is a level 2 Earth Warrior effect monster. Attack and defense unlisted. You can use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target the one Amazoness card you control, except Amazoness Shaman. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Amazoness monsters. Also, return the targeted card to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card. That's interesting. So, any Amazoness, you get stuck into Amazoness from extra decks, but you get this out to the field. If this card is special summoned, you can add a polymerization from deck to hand. She's a polymerization searcher. She does look pretty badass to be doing so. I hope she has okay stats, but at the level 2, I'm doubting it. We also have Amazoness Golden Whip Master, a level 5 Earth Warrior Pendulum, so going into that level 5 or higher zone. Attack 2000, defense 1200, pen scale 1. Pendulum effect, you can only use the second pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. Amazoness monsters you control gain attack equal to their level times 100. When an attack is declared involving your Amazoness monsters, you can target a spell or trap on the field and destroy it. Harpy's Hunting Ground-ish, but battle phase instead. Monster effect, you can only use the first, second monster effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Cool. If an Amazoness monster or monster is a special summoned to the field while this card's in your graveyard, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Alright, so they're really trying to make their pendulum scales recursive. So then I guess they help you swing with Amazoness stuck in hand. Amazoness, Silver Sword Master, level 3. Earth Warrior Pendulum Effect Monster, attack 1200, defense 1200, pendulum scale 7. Pendulum effect, you can only use the second pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. One Amazoness monster you control gains attack to their level times 100. No, all, not one. So all gain attack times their level 100. So both scales together make them kind of thick. But the scales are 5 and 7, so specifically pen 6? Weird, champ. Why aren't we helping everybody? Why aren't we just making generic scales for Amazon? Why? Just let them. You can't even pen the level 5s. Oh my gosh.
Because pendulum summoning Amazoness Queen is their preferred intention.
Okay, but like still we could do a little more. When an attack declared, you can target an Amazoness spell and trap in your graveyard and add it to your hand whenever it's involving an Amazoness. Monster effect, you can only use the first and second effect of this card name once per turn if this card is in the monster zone. Wait, no. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. If an Amazoness monster is special summoned to your field while this is in the graveyard, you can place it in the pen zone. Okay, let's hope this spell does something insane. Please, save this Duelist pack. Well, the Livestream Dragon stuff might. Amazoness Secret Technique Quick Play spell. You can only use one of the first and second effects of this card name per turn and only once per turn. So it's so powerful, you can only use one of the effects. Fusion summon an Amazoness fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. I'm guessing there's a way to search Amazoness spells in the archetype, I would hope. You can banish this card from your graveyard that once, if you would fusion summon an Amazoness fusion monster this turn, you can also send an Amazoness from your extra deck to the graveyard as material. There's a little bit of fixin'. Turns later. Why do they need to slow this down? Why do they need to choke it out so much? Why does it need to be like a freaking 2012 deck, dude? I'm a little mad, if I'm honest. All this leveling up, continuation of lore, cool stuff, to probably craft it for Duel Links? I'm kind of upset, if I'm honest. Like, the pendulum era of Duel Links is coming. You can once again play Amazonesses. Remember when you played Amazonesses in Duel Links? Cool art? Yeah, cool art doesn't really sell sets. You need cards that actually do something in the modern era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm not talking about top tier meta zero must beat all the other decks. I'm talking about can at least compete. And this isn't a competent engine. While it does cool, unique things for the archetype, it really doesn't bring them to the modern era. And that's a little disappointing for me. But that being said, what all do you think, chat? And Kale, if you have anything to add.
Personally, I think that the Amazonish Shaman, the new one, is actually pretty cracked because you could just bounce the field spell and then you could activate the field spell again. Thanks for that free surge, Smile.
Yeah, it is any Amazonis card, isn't it? So that is actually pretty darn nice. It is OPT, but like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Also, any two warriors can search Bali.
Yeah, that's also true. This does fit with any two warriors, the engine to a degree. Maybe that's why they tried to limit it so hard. They don't want crazy fusion going on. But, like, I think that's kind of the next evolution of any two warriors would be to mix in fusion monsters with what we got, like, between King's Copium and having the Guilty Gearfried stuff and all that. Like, I don't know. It feels like the Polymerization Searcher and their own an archetype fusion card. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. It just doesn't feel like modern Yu-Gi-Oh to me. But I always do forget Isolde's a card. So yeah, anything that says warrior, they kind of need to think about due to cards they've created, I suppose. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation. Join these live streams if you want to be a part of these videos. And we'll see how the rest of this Duelist pack turns out. This alone ain't gonna do it. And we still don't know the third archetype, but you Gem Knight players, I thought you were rock solid, but you're sweating just a little bit right now. I guess salt is also a rock.